Marapo project focuses on conservation, and what it does is it takes people into the forest and we register signs of any animals. So any animals such as tigers, any prey of the tigers, elephants and so on. And we're creating a sort of database with this information that we then send off to other organisations.
When a volunteer comes to stay here in the Marapo project, a vast number of activities. We will do catwalks, which is a day in the jungle documenting animal activity.
Last 5 years, about 200 snares has been deactivated, and then this year there were only 2 snares found.
So the area we work in is heavily poached, and there's very little protection in that area. It's not in any national park. It's essentially in a wildlife corridor between the Taman Negara and what is Central Forest Reserve. So a lot of snares, a lot of hunting in general happens in this area. So by being in the forest, we're actively deterring the poachers from being in there. We then go into the local caves. So Marapo is in an area full of limestone karst massives, so there's a lot of caving potential. So by bringing volunteers into these caves, we're actually creating some sort of income for local tour companies who take people in there, and we're showing to the local government that these caves have more of a value being kept intact rather than destroyed. The main people that we work with are an indigenous tribe called the Batik. The Batik people are a semi-nomadic community that live in a concrete village, but they still spend a lot of time in the jungle. And the reason that we spend so much time with the Batik is that, first of all, we use them as guides on our treks into the jungle. And we use their knowledge to know where certain animals could be, which certain signs of animals are from what animal, and also where certain times the poachers are more active and so on. So we do foraging with them on Fridays, and then we end up going camping with them over the weekends as well. And this is a good way for the Batik women to earn a living practicing something they know, and also for the volunteers to understand a little bit more about the jungle, about the Malayan jungle, and about how to survive in this jungle.
We'll cook with them, we may even build a traditional shelter, just generally have a bit of a laugh. And it's fantastic. Ginger chicken cooked in bamboo, best thing of it in Malaysia.
We provide education for the Batik, where we have built a school and then provide an English class, a weekly English class for them, since the kids don't go to school at all because the government school that they went to did not want to teach them, or the Batik kids were bullied or considered inferior.
So what Ecotea are trying to do is they're trying to bring some education into the village, and we do this by having our interns who are there in the long term, and by our volunteers coming in and in the week or the 2 weeks that they spend with us to be able to come to 3 classes a week and to really just help these children get a little bit further in life.